Visa more important than love? HB's wife wants to remarry a green card man and the whole network has been stirred up. Hello everyone, here is the little blue man's destined comment area fight today. When marriage meets a green card, what will you choose? The reason is very simple. An H4th wife asked on the internet that her husband was H-1B, her identity was unstable, she was anxious for a long time, and she didn't even dare to have children. There is a male colleague in the company who holds a green card who is stable and considerate and has good conditions. He has the idea of divorce and remarry, saying I don't want to directly ignite the whole network for visa anxiety. Before the video starts, please subscribe to us to retweet and like. 1. Why can the event playback blow up the whole network? Background changes. Recently, the labor costs and compliance risks of H-apps have suddenly risen, which has been transmitted to the front line. Many companies are urgent to avoid leaving the country, changing jobs, or moving contracts. For H-1B himself, this means that the future window period is narrower. And for the dependent H4 spouses, there is a strong sense of powerlessness due to limited income and passive status. Friends circle and social media exploded with discussions. Some changed tickets to the US overnight, others paused trips and visits. Uncertainty colors all topics. At the tipping point of the post, an H4 wife was asking her husband if he be with a good annual salary. I got H4 and my identity was unstable. We have been afraid to have children. There is a male colleague in the company who holds a green card, has a stable economy, is considerate of me, and has a good impression. Can I divorce and remarry? I really don't want to worry about the visa anymore. In just a few words, all 5 high-voltage lines of love, loyalty, identity, class and gender were touched at one time. The comment area is immediately divided into 4 factions. The original Guardian faction uses the partner as a tool. It is betrayal and satire, the broken son faction. Modern marriage is equal to. Identity-matching green card is preferred, and the United States will give extra points. Seeking truth from facts H4 usually can't work legally, and it's not easy to get status by remarriage. All 3 sides are key forces. Husband prioritizes career, wife defines identity, colleagues show no restraint, interest crush feelings. Not gossip, but a lens into immigrant family struggles where stability is rare in uncertain systems. Yet stability isn't loanable. My stance explains why I oppose the protagonist's choice. Marriage isn't transactional. Commitment lies in community. Agreeing to share highs and lows means not quitting during hardship. Invoking uncertainty or anxiety atomizes partners into safeguards. Stable, you stay. Unstable, you leave. Repeating when faced with troubles again. Trading mindset rapidly devalues relationships. As long as the other party knows that you are here for your identity, trust mile will be loose. Today you should come with a green card and tomorrow you will ask you unemployed. Are you still there? The typical feature of transactional intimacy is fragility. When external conditions change, internal feelings collapse first. 3. The law will not reward star ratings. After divorce, more than half of H will lose a pair of qualifications in time. Remarriage to get an identity is not the next day to approve the card, but must undergo marriage authenticity interview, timeline verification, cohabitation, and financial evidence. Any inconsistency will amplify the suspicion of purposeful marriage. It's not a quick fix, range from long delays to damaged identity, leaving record traces. Short-term stability carries high long-term costs. You focus on quicker green card timelines, but overlook transition costs, disrupted work, insurance, cash flow pressure, residence reshuffling, social re-establishment, and mending family strife. 5. Long-term distrust bargaining between sexual partners. Many people suffer from consequential problems for stability. The tie was unstable, and the last 2 ends failed. 5. Your business is not unstable. You don't understand management instability. Mature realism is not to escape, but to identify, decompose, hedge, and prove. It is more difficult than bad people to break down big anxiety into several small problems and solve them one by one with verifiable actions. But it is reliable, decent, and long-lasting. 3rd, explain the system clearly and make up the class in 3 minutes. H-1B forms tie worker status to employer, limited years, exams on returns, layoffs strictly regulated, entry, exit demands. Spouse visa work legality hinges on main applicant's immigration progress. Otherwise, work often restricted or unavailable. The timely consequence of divorce is usually the loss of status for H4, unless there is an independent legal path to remarry and get status, and the reality of family immigration is to take the path. Faced with the inconsistency between the real marriage evidence timeline and the verification purpose of financial commonality, the maturity of sexual marriage, and the break of the evidence chain will trigger stricter review and long-term consequences. Common misunderstandings are that getting the certificate today and approving the card tomorrow, ignoring the material footprints of the previous marriage will fight with sexual narratives, and ignoring the risks caused by the contradiction between port inquiries and entry and exit records. In a word, identity can be planned, but it can't be shortcut. 4. His 5 reasons are refuted one by one. Reason 1. I'm just more realistic. Refuting realism is not equal to utilitarianism. The mature reality is to face risks without sacrificing the bottom line. The stability you want cannot be obtained by consuming others. Reason 2. He can't give me stability. Refuting that stability is not given, it is the ability of two people to build together. Financial buffering, evidence traces, plan enforcement, and dependence as accusation is blamed. Reason number 3. I have feelings for new people. In high pressure and chronic anxiety, certainty is often mistaken for love. First build an independent identity and self-steady state, and then see if the love is still there. Reason 4. Everyone does this. It's not the overall sample that the rebuttal algorithm pushes you. Even if you are married to renew your certificate, don't regard individual speculation as a universal solution, let alone short-term successful cases as proof of long-term happiness. 5th, solve the identity first, and then talk about feelings. Refutals put identity before people, and you will get used to sacrificing relationships. What you solve is immediate anxiety, but what you plant within the relationship is long-standing distrust. The straight talk of 5 to 3 gives the main character what you really desire is not the person, but the certainty he is holding. Change the goal to make me have certainty too, instead of borrowing others' certainty. The upgrade of the ability model is more stable and longer than the emotional transfer. To hub husband, don't just say, I work hard. Make a visual board of identity, timeline, company policy, and alternatives so that your partner can see that you are hedging risks instead of leaving him alone with the fear. Give it to your green card colleagues, don't be self-moved and get involved in high pressure. The real cost of marriage is the endless duty of proof and the cost of public opinion. If you really care about his long-term well-being, help him establish an independent survival and identity path first, instead of being an identity firefighter. There is a visa, love is valuable, but the bottom line is priceless. I'm a little blue man. If you like us, please subscribe and forward our videos, give us a like, and see you next time.